Oh, brother. I've been dreading this project. Momi's been on me for the last week, more than a week, probably 2 weeks. Here we are in the half bath. Hello dear. Here we are in the half bath, and this pedestal sink is going to go up, but that's not the project today. I'm going to be installing a toilet. The Herkel flange is over there. That's where the old toilet location used to be. We went to the store and we got a toilet. I'll talk about that in a minute. If you want to watch this series on how to install a toilet, stick around. Now the funny thing is, can anybody install a toilet? Yes. You don't have to be a plumber or have to have all this knowledge that a plumber contractor has. And if you were to call a plumber to install this toilet, I have no idea how much they would charge. $175, $200 maybe for their labor to install the toilet, not to mention them. If you wanted them to pick up the toilet, oh yeah, there's all kinds of toilets at the store, at the hardware store. We were at the hardware store. Oh, there must have been, maybe 16 to 20 different toilets to pick from. Why did we come up with this one? Well, let's just talk about this for a minute. This is a little half bath. There used to be a toilet here that was just a round type of bowl, not an elongated type of bowl. And we decided to put an elongated bowl there because there's enough room here for that. And Momi wanted an elongated bowl, and she wanted one that was a little bit higher than the standard, the old standard style. And you see here, confirm the chair height, toilet bowl height is what you desire. This is 16.5 from the floor to the top of the bowl, the toilet bowl. That's what you're looking at right there, the front of the toilet, okay? And it's elongated. Elongated means, see how it's oblong, kind of shape of an egg. It gives you a little bit more room there to maneuver around and stuff. And it's just a little bit better. You'll know what I'm talking about. Here's a regular one. See how it's round? It's round here, and here's the elongated. The elongated sticks out a little bit further. And did you know the old style, the older toilets, the height from the floor up to the top of the bowl is usually around 15 inches, 15 and a quarter. I measured the other two toilets we have upstairs, 15 inches. So this one's 16.5. When you get a little bit older, maybe you don't want to get down there, and maybe you would like a toilet that's a little bit higher. Now, do they have even higher ones than that? Yeah, they have 17 inches. 17 to 19 is kind of considered the handicap measurements for a handicap style toilet. But did you know they also go up to 21 inches tall? 21. 16.5 to 17 is considered, I forget what they call it. The comfort toilets. 16.5 to 17. Okay, so look around. Some places, you know, and on their displays, you'll usually see a display sign with the height of the toilet. If you want something higher than even 16.5, look. And some hardware stores, they might not have anything higher than 16.5, 17 inches. You may have to go to a plumbing wholesale house, you know, something like that, to get a toilet, and hopefully they'll sell to the public. Lots of times they'll sell to the public, and you can look at their toilets and stuff and decide what kind of toilet you want. But here, we're gonna go with the elongated toilet. Now, I was reading on there somewhere, I think it even comes with the Herkel flange, with the wax ring and the bolts, the toilet bolts and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure if it comes with the toilet bolt caps and stuff. So when I was at the hardware store, I got some toilet bolt caps here, and I'm hoping not to use those. I'm pretty sure the toilet comes with those. I've got me a hacksaw blade because I'm going to end up having to use that to chop off the toilet bolts. Oh, and even if it doesn't come with the toilet bolts, I've got some here, and this is the toilet ring I'm going to use. This is called a universal better than wax. Toilet seal, no leaks, worry-free. Fits any toilet, any drain, any toilet. And I've used this one a couple different times, and I like using that because when you get the toilet, when you set the toilet down, if you've ever done a toilet before, you know that most toilets are installed on a wax ring, a beeswax ring. And they have different sizes of beeswax rings, different thicknesses, different heights, in case your Hercle flange is lower than the finished floor and stuff like that, and you may have to stack two on top of each other. But you know, if you've ever seen a toilet get installed with wax rings, or if you've ever installed one before, you know you get one chance at it. You got to put it on there straight. You got to get it down, wedged on down there, and after that you can't move it. Now if your floor is too low at the front, lots of times if you got a tile floor or something like that, or an older house, maybe up here is the right height and then your floor might sag. Well, you may have to put a shim or something out on the front of the toilet. But once you put the wax ring down, if you push it all the way down and then you find out later your toilet's kind of rocking after you tighten it up, and you think, oh, I got to lift the front up a little bit. You lift the front up. What you're doing is you're lifting it up off of your wax ring. And you could jeopardize, you could get a leak. That's what the wax ring is supposed to prevent. So, and then if you put the toilet down, and if it's not square to the wall, and it cracks me up. Sometimes I see a toilet is coming out and it's kind of cocked at an angle. And I'm like, why didn't they move that over so it's nice and straight? Well, once you put it on the wax ring, if you want to start moving it around after that, you're going to break the seal again. And that's why I like this kind here, because you can set it down. If you make a mistake, you can slide it over, you can shim it up, you can do all kinds of stuff on this. So even though this one probably comes with a wax ring inside of it, I'm not going to use it. So how many toilets have I installed in my entire life? Not that many. Oh, maybe 10 total. I've worked on toilets. I've replaced the fill valves and the toilet handles and flappers, toilet flappers, and caulked them and done different things like that. But I've only installed a handful of toilets, and nowadays they make the toilets pretty easy to install. And I'm probably going to have to put the toilet tank on top of the toilet bowl. I doubt it's installed on here. In fact, I don't think it is. It used to be where you get a toilet and you'd have to get two boxes, one for the toilet bowl, one for the toilet tank. But now they put both of them together in there. It makes it heavy and awkward, bulky to load these up in your car and that kind of stuff. But in any case, I'm sure I'll be able to do it. I'm here all by myself. Me, myself, and I. We are going to tackle this toilet. You want to watch that? Stick around. I'm going to make a whole video series on here. I have no idea how many parts it's going to be to this series, how hard it's going to be to install this, but I'm sure I can do it. And you know what? If I can do it, an average Joe, that means you can do it too. Why pay somebody else when you can do it yourself? Save that money. Now I'm just getting myself acclimated. I'm not going to install this this toilet seal kit just yet. But you want to make sure this is all cleaned out, and it is. And I'm just kind of going to leave that there until I get everything situated, because that prevents the gas from coming up here. There's no trap, because the trap is inside the toilet. Okay, so whenever you replace a toilet or something, you're in construction or something, and you're still using toilets in your house, remodeling, whatever, you need to put some rags down there, or some crumpled up newspaper or something or else you get the sewer smell coming back from there. Now I'm looking at this, and this is really good. You've got to read these directions because it comes with two different things here. You see, here's your rubber goodie. It's all pliable and stuff. And then here's a spacer here. Well, what's the deal with that? Do I need to use both of those or what? Well, it tells you on here if your Hercle flange is too low, if it's a 1/4 inch lower than your finished floor, you would add this and set it right down on top of your Hercle flange, and that builds it up. Then you would put this on top of it like that. And if it's way low, they say you might even have to go to the store and get another one of these and stack and put your spacer on here, stack this on here, and then even stack another one on top of it. That's generally not the case. Usually you're going to be flush, or you're going to be a little low, a little high. In this case, we're actually up high. We're about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/16 above the finished floor. And so we're not going to use this black spacer goodie for that. We're going to put this directly down on top of there. That's what it tells you to do. And it gives you the directions here and everything. And it's actually pretty easy, and you don't have to see when you get this in here, when you get ready to install to set your toilet on top of there and stuff. You can reposition your toilet a couple different times if you want, not worrying about damaging your wax ring, because this is not wax, it's just rubber. You see what I mean? That's why I like to use these, and I've actually had pretty good luck with that. I talked to a plumber, an actual plumber. He doesn't like using those. He says, I just use the wax rings. Well, that's because that's how he's done it for years. He feels more comfortable doing it that way. But for the average Joe, you gotta get this right here. And they have a couple different brands, I think, at the store. This one happens to be Fluid Master. Better than wax. Toilet seal, no leaks. Worry-free, fits any drain, any toilet. That's what I like. Okay, so I know that's all ready, and this has already been kind of cleaned. I'm just going to kind of set this here like that for now, and I'm going to pull my toilet out of the box, read the directions, and get all ready for that. Yeah. Alright, so I've got to get situated. I've got to clean all this stuff out of here. This has been my little staging area. After we got done with all the floor, I kind of put stuff in here. I had this stuff out in the garage for a while, but Mommy, she likes to park in here. Of course, we're moved in here now, but we haven't needed this toilet because we've got 2 toilets upstairs. No need. And so now, she's been bugging me for a couple weeks. Now is the day to do it.